What's up, everybody? Here's another recording. Me, red Protoss, top of the map, against Geo, bottom of the map, yellow Protoss. This game, I focus mainly on micro with Triple M and Vikings because I thought he was uh, going to go a build I could beat with that once I scout. I also have several different expansions. You'll see me keep my resources pretty low throughout the entire game. He sends a super early scout before supply depot's even up, and I'll know this as soon as I see him before my supply depot's down finished. He tries some early harassment. I'll put a SCV on him. As soon as my supply depot is done at 10, I'll send my SCV that finishes this supply depot to scout. At 12, I get a barracks. He'll continue to harass. Make sure you get a guy on him. This is actually the first time I've played this map. Um, I am a diamond player, and so is this guy. At 13, you start building your refinery. At 16, you'll get orbital command. I switched out my SCVs. Dylan was getting low on life. He was at half. But looks like I'll have this down. I'll pump out a marine here in a second. I don't plan on going heavy mech or anything, but I finally do get 3 SCVs on this. I got my orbital command at 16 workers, and I had 1 marine, so it was 17 supply, but 16 SCVs. I see that he is building Cybo core with the refinery. I go ahead and get out of here, I believe. Maybe I come right back in just to make sure he's not trying to sneak out anything. I get down this marine to stop any probes from entering. Make sure you scout your base. Make sure there's no proxy pylons or anything cheesy in your base. Building another barracks. I believe I do put a reactor on one and a tech lab on the other. Checking all the way around for any hidden stargates or anything like that. You want to make sure you know what they're building right away. Since I only did see this one gateway, I assumed he was hiding a stargate somewhere. But as you can tell, he has nothing. I think he was waiting for me to leave so he can hide his build. But I believe he does kill my SCV. No big deal. I tried getting out of there, but that stalker's range is pretty nice. But building tech lab and a reactor, this gives you 2 marines and a marauder. You can build at the same time. This is what I find being very effective. As soon as I got about 400 minerals, I build my expansion because I saw him at 1 gateway. I don't expect him to rush, but he's put up his second gateway now. This guy's just sitting here. I probably forgot I called him in. Wasted resources. Make sure you pay attention to your meals. They do add up to about 300 minerals per meal when you call them in. First thing I do research is concussive shells. And pull up the production tab. Concussive shells are very, very good against stalkers that try to micro and try to run away and stuff like that. Since I do know that I'm building a lot of marines right now, protect them in this bunker, I'm only going to build 1. These marauders will slow people as they try to run by. Trying to get full saturation, if not over saturation, on my base, because once this is done, I'm going to want to transfer about half of these SCVs to my new expansion. Looks like he's getting warp gates and a robotics facility. Before I lift this off and fly it, I do upgrade it to an orbital command. The reason why is because if I go ahead and upgrade it here and then fly it, it accrues energy by the time it lands, and it's just extra mills you get. Building a engineering bay just in case I see some void rays. I'm also applying some marines in here in case void rays come. He does send a probe up, but this marauder and these marauders are able to stop it without any scout going on. Looks like he's training up some immortals, and he is going to be putting down a Twilight Council. I'll fly it down into my natural expansion, and I'll be building 2 more barracks with this expansion, as well as getting more tech as far as factory and a starport. But I was a little slow on transferring SCVs. You want to make sure you get those over there as quickly as possible. That way you preserve your main base's resources, since this is your easiest mineral line to protect. You want to make sure these last as long as possible. As you can tell, I'm getting stim pack and infantry weapons 1. I do go ahead and queue up all of them. I do have extra minerals.